Welcome back. My name is Lightworker Wit, and I'm so excited to get into your June 2026 forecast. If you've never been here before, let me give you a quick overview, okay? I'm trying to not let my hair rub the mic. We're going to look into your month forecast overall. So that's a 9-card spread where I'd like to get a high-level view of what's going to happen for you this month. And then we're going to dig a little deeper with love and relationships and career and finances. Those two spreads are the same, where I look into what to expect, the unexpected theme of the month, okay? And I clarify as needed. I also usually pull an oracle card at the end to get an overview of what, or like a major theme of what this month is going to be for you, or kind of like your North Star, if you will. So I'm not really going to keep this intro super long this month. Straight and to the point. If you've been here before, you know what to expect. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you love it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, Aquarius, here we go. All right, what to its current self, theme of the month, key goal to pursue, obstacle to overcome, major accomplishments, what to avoid, what to embrace, where to find support, advice, and encouragement. Okay, Aquarius, wow. Got a lot going on. So, current self is King of Cups. That's water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You may be processing a lot of emotions, or you may be feeling the need to like emotionally regulate, or maybe even hold space for other people in your life right now. Trying to maybe weather an emotional storm. Theme of the month is 5 of Cups. We've got grief, sadness, and loss, and depression. Like looks like a great June. We'll dig into that. We'll definitely look into why that's coming up. Key goal to pursue is 4 of Swords, which is rest, recovery, and healing. That's really interesting. Obstacle to overcome is the Empress. This could be motherhood. This could be a mother-in-law. This could be the mother of your children. Anything to do with nurturing or mothering. If we're not talking about mothering, the Empress is oftentimes about maybe feeling comfortable in your power. Excuse me. Whew. This could also be about being comfortable receiving. Oh, I wish I brought like some tissues or something. Not that I knew that I would sneeze as soon as I sat down. Oh, God. Okay. Maybe having to overcome being comfortable with receiving, not doing anything, kind of like just laying back and being charged and, giving orders without actually having to do anything. I don't usually describe the card that way, but that's how I'm choosing to describe the card. I wonder if any of you guys are grieving a mother at this time, if you just lost your mom. Major accomplishment is 3 of Swords. To me, well, first, the 3 of Swords is about sorrow and heartache, okay, and anguish. It's not always connected to love. But being that major theme of the month is 5 of Cups, it seems that the majority of June is about you healing and working through something, working through some sort of loss. What to avoid is the Queen of Pentacles. That's earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is also, the Queen of Pentacles, she handles everything. She handles the house, she handles the work, she's like got it all covered. She's a strong, independent woman. I wonder, this could be an earth sign again, or it could be somebody who embodies those qualities, who's like very strong and independent, female, or someone in feminine energy. But I'm actually kind of seeing this as you not needing to take on that role. Like, you don't need to do everything right now. You don't need to be everything. And maybe that is why the obstacle is the Empress, especially if you have children. Maybe you're so used to like being in your mothering role. You're so used to taking care of everything that right now maybe what you're dealing with is a bit too much. And you're being told to like kind of take a step back and not try to handle so much. What to embrace is Temperance. That is Sagittarius energy. This could be connected to patience. This could be connected to compromise. And sometimes it is connected to healing. Sometimes I do connect Temperance to angels. simply because it normally is an angel on the tarot deck. We'll clarify the Temperance for sure to see. The Temperance is also moderation. Maybe you're trying to scale back on drugs, alcohol, you know, or whatever your vice is. It's moderation, trying to give a little, take a little. Finding the balance. Yeah. Where to find support is the Hierophant. This could be a Taurus close to you. The Hierophant is also connected to things that are traditional, tried, and true. So this could be a corporation, this could be a hospital, a school, institution. It is typically connected with higher learning and spiritual enlightenment. In case that's important to you, maybe you're on a spiritual journey at this time. Okay. Maybe if you are going through some sort of bereavement, maybe your employer is actually being very supportive of you at this time. Okay. Advice and encouragement is the Star. The Star is connected to the zodiac sign of Aquarius, and it is also about healing and restoration and faith. There is a huge need to heal yourself this month, because apparently you are going through some, I don't mean to say it like that, because I really don't know what you're going through. But it looks to me that you are experiencing a significant loss. I'm almost nervous to clarify things. But we shall start. We shall start. I don't think I need to clarify the King of Cups. I feel like you're just processing a lot of emotions. Let's figure out what exactly we lost or will lose this month, or why maybe it may not be lost, but, well, it is lost, because I started to say depression. Maybe you're depressed, but the only reason people are depressed, and I don't mean to say this to like water it down, but this is just factual. People are depressed when they think about the past. And when you're thinking about the past, you're thinking about something that is no longer in the present, which would mean you lost something. You lost a relationship, a job, a material item, you know, whatever, because it's no longer here with you, right? So it is still loss, even if depression and loss to me are hand in hand. All right, so let's figure out theme of the month. Clarify theme of the month for Aquarius. Theme of the month for Aquarius. Okay. Hard work, poverty. Maybe this is a job loss. Okay. Maybe you're really struggling financially right now. Okay. I remember saying that at the end of, saying in your reading for May, we're in June. For May, I was like, hey, something's not going to come in as soon as you want. So like prepare to like take some jobs that you don't really want to take, or I still rebuke having to say that to you, but because I just feel like you went through so much already. But, you know, just interpreting what's in front of me. All right. Let's clarify this Four of Swords. Key goal to pursue the need to rest and recover. Clarify Four of Swords for Aquarius. Please, what does Aquarius need to rest and recover from? Clarify the Four of Swords for Aquarius. Okay, as I did that, like these, I wish you could have seen how these cards jumped out. All right, we've got the Star again, so you needing to make a choice and rest on and find peace in a choice or decision you need to make. And the Ten of Swords, reverse, like letting the swords fall out, letting a situation be done and recovering from it. It's not very clear, but can you say more about the Four of Swords for Aquarius? Clarify, because the Four of Swords is about doing nothing, to be honest. It's like you don't do anything, you're just still. And it comes after the Three of Swords. So after so much turmoil, you're no longer, I almost want to say you're numb, kind of. You're just kind of like, okay, I'm here, and I'm just kind of like not doing anything. I'm in a state of inaction, which is helping me right now. Okay, let's see. I wonder if any of you guys are on medical leave. All right, clarify Four of Swords for Aquarius. Key goal to pursue this month. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, Six of Swords again, and Queen of Cups. Again, I do connect Queen of Cups to motherhood. Six of Swords is a transition. Again, I don't know if, did our mom transition? Did we have that sort of moment, right? But typically, the Six of Swords is turning point, and this could be connected to a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. All right, I want to look into the Empress now, why this is the obstacle to overcome. Okay, clarify Empress for Aquarius. Why is that? High Priestess. This could be someone who's very divinely connected. This could be getting back in touch with your divine intuition and connection. This could be somebody that you went to for wisdom that you no longer have a relationship with, or the relationship with this person is struggling. Clarify obstacle to overcome for Aquarius, please. Okay, Eight of Swords. Yeah, feeling stuck, feeling victimized, feeling like your hands are tied. Excuse me. It could be the obstacle to overcome, kind of like what I was saying earlier about stepping into your power. You're so used to feeling like your hands are tied or feeling like people are going to check you that you're struggling to step and live in your divine order. There's a real message of not doing anything this month, of other people doing things for you. You're just like resting and directing, or resting and delegating rather. Definitely I want to look at this Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here for major accomplishment? Clarify major accomplishment for Aquarius, please. We're looking at the Three of Swords now. Okay. Major accomplishment for Aquarius, please. Okay, we've got adjudication. Now, I don't know if this is a resolution, possibly, since what you have as what to embrace is temperance. So that could be, again, that compromise, that moderation, something that was really painful or something that was causing dispute is maybe now come to an end, I would hope anyway. But again, I see this Three of Swords as more of you like letting yourself heal, letting yourself feel the hurt of maybe some painful decision that was made for you or without you. Clarify the Three of Swords, major accomplishment for Aquarius. Something wanted to come out. The Ace of Swords. Clarify, please. You know what? We're going to use the other tarot deck. Clarify major accomplishment for Aquarius, please. Month of June. All right. 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. Okay. That's really positive because this would indicate a financial, I want to say come up, but this would be a financial, I want to say resurrection, especially if like somebody owes you and like maybe you've been going without that for a while. It's like you finally get paid. Like if you were like expecting to on like big lump sum of money and that's been tied up and you haven't been able to move forward with things, I would see this as like you finally like. I also wonder if you aren't telling anyone. Like I wonder, Aquarius, I wonder if you're suffering in silence. And I wonder if part of the issue is that you need to tell people that you're suffering so that you can receive help and assistance. That I am extending that to government assistance as well. Whether you need like, just full stop, government benefits, okay? I don't have the Six of Pentacles here because I would want to see that to understand if, or maybe even justice, to see if you were going to get some sort of help or government assistance, but that's just what I'm sharing intuitively. Clarify, please, major accomplishment for Aquarius. Yeah, 9 of Swords. It's so interesting that like the 9 of Swords is insomnia, fear, doubt, worry, and I know this doesn't sound good. I know it. But the only logical explanation would be is that you're moving on from this energy, from this negative headspace. A lot of it seems to be tied to money, if I'm being honest. A lot of it seems to be tied to money. Which is crazy because you're being advised to not do anything. You're being advised to chill, to relax. That feels like a very complicated space to be in. How could you expect, Spirit, how could Spirit expect anyone to relax when you're in a space of need or hurt or, financial, I don't know. There's a lot going on. I also wonder too, sometimes the Nine of Swords is about insomnia. I wonder if, because the Four of Swords is here for Kegel to pursue, I wonder if you're not sleeping. I wonder if literally the goal for you is to sleep. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but something might be keeping you up. You might really be struggling to sleep this month. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles for you, what to avoid. All right, we've got the Emperor reversed. This could be an Aries, but this could also be a father figure of some sort, someone who might be, or in general, here's the card upright. It's usually connected to masculine energy, but when it's reversed, it could point towards somebody who's a toxic masculine energy, someone who's controlling, or someone who is disengaged, okay? I may even go as far to say, avoid asking money from this person. Whether this is a father figure, whether this is like a baby daddy. It's a reach, but I'm sharing it anyway. And if that feels like an immediate yes to you, like, no, I definitely don't want to ask that person for anything, I would embrace that. But let's see what we get for the finance reading, because sometimes, I might, if I get that ask for help card, I don't know. You might have to do what you don't want to do, but let's see. To me, that would be a masculine energy or father figure that Spirit's telling you to kind of keep some space and distance from. Potentially, again, an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Aries. All right, let's look at what to embrace with the Temperance card here. For Aquarius, oh, that was fast. All right, the Lovers reversed. Now, this deck has the Lovers twice. So this could potentially be needing to heal, again, that emphasis on healing and loving yourself. This could be a Gemini. This could be a female, because this deck has like a masculine and a feminine card for the Lovers, which I think is really cool. This is the feminine one that jumped out. Let's get another one just in case. Clarify what to embrace for Aquarius, please. Okay, we got Seven of Wands and Eight of Pentacles reversed. Seven of Wands is maintaining your peace, holding your ground. Eight of Pentacles is perfectionism and also diligence, meticulousness, actually. And to see it reverse, it's like there's a need to kind of release from perfectionism. Yeah, I think the emphasis on finding the balance this month is important somehow. Maybe in relation to the walls you're keeping up, maybe in relation to the expectations that you have on yourself or others. The Lovers is also connected to contracts and unions, so there may need to be some compromise around that, a union, a partnership, or an agreement. Okay. Let's clarify the Hierophant, where to find support. Okay, we have unexpected income. Yeah, if it is money that's coming in, it would be from some sort of organization or company or group or a Taurus. It would be from what looks like work, which you might need. You might need some work. I don't really feel that I need to clarify the star, advice and encouragement. This is about healing and restoration. Like, just focus on getting yourself back to you, whatever that means, because it really feels like you're not anywhere near your normal self right now, you know? And I hate to see that. This is probably one of the toughest readings I've ever had for you. Yeah. Let me know if this is resonating at all or if it feels completely off. If it is, go watch your rising. You know, I never try to make a shoe fit. But I'm going to stop here for now and let's move on to your love and relationships. Okay, let's see what's going on in your love life. Similar to Capricorn in a way. Okay, do I want one more? I'll take that. All right, clarify, please. Theme of the month for Aquarius. Theme of the month for Aquarius. Theme of the month for Aquarius for June. Theme of the month for Aquarius for June. I am going to get one of these for you. I just feel like I should. For Aquarius. What do you have for Aquarius for the month of June? Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. What to expect, 9 of Swords and 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is about busy schedules, having a lot on your plate, having a lot of to manage. It would indicate that you and your partner don't have enough time with each other, or potentially that you don't have time to date, or potentially that you don't have the time to deal with your financial affairs. Now, the 9 of Swords is here. Typically, again, insomnia, worry, fear, doubt, all that. When it's reversed, it would typically indicate that you're coming out of it. Now, that did not seem to be what your reading was implying, personally. So, sometimes the 9 of Swords, when it's reversed, it can indicate being stuck in that anxiety and maybe just feeling overwhelmed. That could be the vibe. I don't really think this is a message where like you're coming out of that and you're dealing with it. That it just doesn't seem to be the message to me. That given what we just seen for your monthly forecast. There might be worry about whether or not someone is as busy as they say they are. There's a lot of anxiety around someone's schedule or your schedule. Or just simply like what needs to be done, what needs to be handled. There's a lot of stress around that within your romantic life. The unexpected is the Emperor and the 5 of Pentacles reversed. So again, we've got some masculine energy here, or potentially toxic masculine. I gotta rephrase that. I'll find another phrase another day, but I hate to identify toxic because they might not be toxic. They just might not be in a great place right now. 5 of Pentacles reversed. First of all, let me just show it to you upright. We got Aries energy, or again, fatherhood, or just some masculine figure. Someone who's like very macho, very much like likes to be in charge. I don't know why, but I'm thinking of what my girlfriend says, machisto. It's like her, she's Puerto Rican. Like, it's like someone who's like a provider, you know what I mean? Like very much that. 5 of Pentacles is about need, lack of finances, lack of resources, feeling left in the cold. Now, to see it reversed, it could either be that someone is unexpectedly stuck in this financial situation, or that someone gets themselves out. Now, I would like to believe that it's someone gets themselves out of financial hardship. Let's clarify. As I do that, 10 of Pentacles, back of the deck here. Can y'all see that? Okay. Just clarify the unexpected for Aquarius, please. We got 9 of Wands, so resilience. So maybe you thought, maybe there's somebody that you kind of thought was out for the count. You thought they were going to crumble under the pressure. They're persevering. They're figuring it out. They're getting themselves up out of their situation. It could be you that, gets yourself out of your rut. I don't think it is, though. I think this is whoever you might be dealing with romantically, or whoever you might be partnered with. They might be in a bad space, but they are finding a way through. They are finding a way out of their situation, out of their financial mess. All right, theme of the month is 5 of Swords reversed. Typically about arguments, challenges. Why can't I think right now? Winning at all costs, wanting to be right. When it's reversed, it's like, okay, we're done fighting. Let's be done fighting. Let's be done being at odds. That would go back to what to embrace, compromise, right? All right. The Knight of Swords here, upright, air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There's a desire to move things forward quickly with the Knight of Swords, like wanting to get past something. Two of Swords, we've got some indecision here. That did come up with your key goal to pursue, because it does seem like you have some decision to make. We've got the Knight of Cups here, water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I do look at the Knight of Cups positively when I see it in a deck. It just might be that you're because the Two of Swords is in between the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords, you might feel stuck in between two romantic partners or suitors, potentially. Again, we could have an air sign and a water sign in play here in your life, or your life could be, your relationship life could either be influenced by an air sign or water sign, or both. Because these could be friends influencing relationships too, you know? Something about this is giving PI. Nothing in this reading is giving that. I just want to be clear. Nothing in this reading is giving that. I just am getting a need, like someone has got a strong need for answers. Of like, what's my person really doing? Like there's, like what are they really up to? And wanting answers fast. We also have the Ten of Cups reversed. The Ten of Cups is usually big, happy family, but it is coming up reversed. I'm not saying this relationship can't get to where you want it to be, but it's not right now. Okay? Maybe you feel like someone is not as invested in you as you are in them. Maybe they want to be single still. That's kind of hurting you potentially, or vice versa. Maybe you're the one who's wanting to kind of still date around and feeling like you don't want to be stuck to whoever it is you're dealing with. If we are talking about a very committed relationship, to me, this feels like there's a lot of pressure on one partner in the relationship needing to take on more work and potentially more financial load, because either someone has had a job loss or has lost their income or stability in some way. And this seems to, for the theme, it's causing a lot of indecisiveness within you or your partner of like, how should I handle this? What should I do? And it's just kind of like taking the romance out of the relationship this month. To me, this is not a fun and sexy month. This is like, where am I going with this relationship? Where's this relationship going right now? Now, I'm going to share some oracle messages with you. To be honest, these oracle messages don't really match what is in front of me, but I'm going to share them with you anyway, because everybody's situation is different and you're going to know what's for you. Okay. We've got romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay. So maybe one of you've been trying to suppress some feelings, and Spirit's trying to say, yeah, no, like explore this, like this. And I think the romantic feelings card, I think I might read it. I vaguely remember that it might mean that someone feels the same way about you. So I'll read it. We have getting to know each other. All right. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I wonder if there is some separation already in place and you're trying to get someone back. I wonder if that's the situation here. We have Journey. I said I wanted a card from the Healing Heart Journey, and I got, yeah, and this is what I got. Okay, kick them to the curb, take a new direction, walk away if you need to. Now, this deck is usually meant for people going through healing, which is why I did, because your forecast looked kind of like you were or are. Take the messages with a grain of salt. I don't always take them so literally. I'm actually going to get another one. What do you have for Aquarius, please, for the month of June? What is your guidance for Aquarius for the month of June in their love life? Aquarius for the month of June. We have that's guidance. Tangled. It's complicated, emotionally entwined, sorting out your feelings. Yeah, I definitely feel that here. But going back to this journey card, I don't really know that you're kicking someone to the curb, personally. Because I'm not getting separation here. But if it's resonating, it's resonating. If you feel like maybe you do need to walk away or take a new direction, then you do what you need to do is best for you. Especially if you're too entangled in a situation where it's like just gotten too messy. Now, if I'm being honest, regardless of how messy this situation is, I really do feel like Spirit's calling you to like pursue this with this person, like keep getting to know them, keep trying to see like what else you can learn about them to make a decision for yourself. Again, I've really got to be careful about, not careful, I want to be mindful to interpret this for people who are partnered, because you may not need to get to know your partner who's been with you for 40 years. I mean, this could be getting to know, I really do try to look at these cards in all aspects, okay? The getting to know each other card, you could be getting to know a different couple, you just like, you know, friends as a couple you want to get to know and like hang out with sometimes. You could be getting to know, you guys could be trying to make more friends. If you, Aquarius, feel distant from your partner, this calling in your soulmate card could be like energetically trying to call them in, trying to create less distance between the two of you. I'm kind of seeing like magnets. Like if you feel like you're repelling each other right now, you wanting to close that gap. Okay. All right, romantic feelings. Let's read that one. Okay, the stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. Perhaps you've met someone who made your heart leap and you wondered whether to pursue him or her. Well, this card says the answer is yes. Take action by flirting, asking the person out on a date, or making your feelings known. If you've recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal to take charge of making that happen. You can romance yourself by, for example, treating yourself to a luxurious massage or pedicure, buying yourself presents, or watching a romantic movie. You can also actively pursue and attract romance. First, affirm that it is already inside of you. A partner definitely brings these feelings to the surface, however, they were within you as a potential initially. The more you affirm, I am romantically loved, the more you attract this condition within yourself and through a relationship. In some cases, you'll receive this card as a signal that you are ready for a new relationship. It then guides you to take action, such as being aware of people you meet who may be potential partners, as well as frequenting places where such potential partners may be. These would be locations or events associated with your hobbies and interests. Okay. None of this is really giving new love. This is giving, I want to be with them, but they don't see me the same way. If only, it's giving like a lot of yearning, this reading. It's giving, it's giving situationship a little bit. Like maybe you want it to be more serious, but they're not on the same page, or vice versa. That's what it's giving to me. And going back to the unexpected, somebody who might have blocked you, iced you out, or ghosted you might suddenly come back and give you a reason for that, potentially, as to why they were distant, why they abandoned you, and again, want to try again, potentially. I don't want to feed your delulu, but it could be one interpretation. I hope that's helpful. I do. I really do. If it doesn't resonate, leave it, because it already seems like you're going through a lot. So let's look at your career and finances and get some more information there. Okay. All right, what to expect, career and finances, the unexpected. Okay, theme of the month. All right. All right, things look better than you might think or might feel right now. Okay, let me get some other cards here just to kind of help us out with this career and finance message. Clarify for Aquarius, please. Career and finances for the month of June. Career and finances for the month of June for Aquarius. What's this one? Okay, yeah. Aquarius, month of June. Aquarius, month of June. Getting like one at a time. Okay, your messages are just one more. Anything positive for Aquarius? Okay. All right, fine. All right, what to expect? We got the Three of Wands and the Empress. So going back to the Empress here, write that down as a repetitive card. The Three of Wands is reversed, typically about expansion, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the next level, or ready for the next level. When it's reversed, it indicates delays. Because the Empress is here, this could have something to do with either traveling to see a mother figure, children coming to see you. This could be about birthing something new. So maybe a project that you were eager to get started that is now suddenly delayed, or a job even that you wanted but is now delayed. Okay. The unexpected is the Nine of Pentacles and Three of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles is about Now this is interesting because literally your major accomplishment, remember the Three of Swords, we got the 9 and 10 of Pentacles. So interesting that they're coming up here again side by side. We've got some sorrow and anguish, but then we also have abundance, very independence, luxury, more than enough, disposable income. The only way to me that this could go, or it just has to be that you I'm really trying to decide if this is about you losing a dream job or if this is about you getting financial independence after a really messed up situation. That's what I'm trying to decide right now with this unexpected. Clarify, please, the unexpected for Aquarius. Okay. All right. So it would be, and remember I was saying earlier, and we have the Nine of Wands again. Emphasis. The Nine of Wands is made. This is the fourth time that this Nine of Wands has made. If it's here already. Okay, maybe three times. Third time the Nine of Wands is here. We've got the Ten of Cups, which is dreams come true, happy family. The Nine of Wands, resilience and perseverance, and then Justice, which is Libra energy, but also getting what you deserve. Remember I said, I wonder if some of you guys like feel like you're owed something. And I said I was like, would look to see the Justice here. This feels like getting what you deserve after persevering a hard situation. To me, the Justice card could represent a Libra, but I don't think that's what's happening here. I think this is like you being owed something. Whatever it is, don't stop fighting for it. Whatever you feel like it is you deserve. We've got the Nine of Wands again here for theme of the month, perseverance. We've got the Fool. We've got a fresh start or a new journey, a new beginning. We've got the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy here again. Remember, that was where to find support. Enlightenment, spiritual learning, advancement, spiritual and educational advancement, but also Four of Pentacles. So just minding your monies this month. I feel like for the majority of June, you're counting your dollars closely, but I do think there is some payout due to you, if I'm being honest. But I just think the majority of June, you're pinching. Does that make sense? Here we go. Oracle messages are caution. Okay, these again, these are just ways these cards can be interpreted, so I'm going to read them, but you know, interpret them however they make sense to you. Use caution when making financial decisions. Careful not to overspend on wants instead of needs, more going out than coming in. The Rebel, which Aquarius is often frequently tied to. All right, you're a trailblazer, meant to see things differently and set a new path for others. Your rebellious spirit makes you a great system buster to teach others a better way. An old belief about money could be preventing you from getting ahead. Prudence, and that goes back to this Four of Pentacles, okay? Like really needing to save. All right, don't let the balance of your credit cards get too high. Put something aside for a rainy day. Stay within budget and start living within your means. Then we have planner, lastly. That's why I was like, can I have something positive? All right, pay attention to detail and create a plan to grow your business or personal finances. Careers in event planning, project management, or professional organizing could be for you. This is a great time to take a financial inventory and see what needs changing. I think you're going to come out, like I said, whatever you're going through, I just think you're coming out better than you entered. You're leaving June better than you entered it. Yeah, you're going to have to do a lot of budgeting and a lot of moving money around, but I think you'll find your footing by the end of the month. Okay, let me see what's after this Four of Pentacles. Oh, the Two of Swords, coming out of indecision. 10 of Wands, that's all right. It's a lot of responsibility, but usually warranted. Let's get an oracle message for your overall theme of June. Okay, for Aquarius, please. Overall theme of June for Aquarius, please. All right, fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. I believe this is your heart chakra, which would make sense given your reading. It's like you really are healing from, or hurting and needing to heal from something. All right, really surprised. Okay, love, compassion, and self-acceptance. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. Yeah. Sorry, my contacts are like freaking out. Here's the card again. Healing is the name of the game. Above all, heal. That needs, like, you need to wake up every day in June just like, what can I do that heals me today? Is that a walk? Is that writing? Is that journaling? Is that watching like mindset videos on YouTube? Is that watching comedies? Is that talking to a friend? Like, figure out what it is that is going to heal you, and that might look different every day. Because I kind of feel like there's a lot out of your control right now, which is why you really need to focus on like healing yourself. Let me know how this is connecting, Aquarius. This is heavy. I love you so much. Watch your moon and your rising, and I hope, despite what's here, that you still have a good June. Okay? Love you so much. See you soon.